Hi, I'm Clare Jones. I'm a director here at MediRecruit. I'm a qualified OT and I once locumed as an occupational therapist in the UK. For over 23 years, MediRecruit has specialised in recruiting allied health professionals to work in both locum and permanent roles in the UK. When I'm speaking to therapists, I always advise the first step in considering a working holiday in the UK is to budget for the cost of the necessary preparations. So you need to cover costs for registration, a visa, and other ad hoc costs like police certificates and serology reports. Let me just break down in brief the costs of the two big ticket items, and this is HCPC registration and a visa. Starting with HCPC registration, you're going to need around about 1,700 Australian dollars to become fully registered in the UK. There's an application fee of around $1,250, and then once registered, there's a biennial registration fee of around 450 Aussie dollars. It's also important to keep in mind that for your HCPC application, you need a form known as the HCPC Course Information Form. You obtain this form from your university, and universities typically charge for this form, so set aside around $200 to obtain this form. Moving on to your visa, most therapists that I work with are applying for the Youth Mobility Visa. This visa costs around $3,500, $3,600. As a breakdown, there's a $580 application fee. There's also a health care surcharge fee, and it comes at a cost of $1,500 per year. So if you're going to apply for the visa for 2 years, it'll cost $3,000, and 3 years it'll cost you $4,500. Another important thing to remember in terms of costs with the Youth Mobility Visa is you need to prove that you have a minimum of $5,000 available for your trip to the UK. And this is a great amount of money to set aside to cover your costs from the time you arrive in the UK to the time you receive your first paycheck. So in total, I recommend that you have around $10,500 set aside to cover all the necessary costs to prepare to work in the UK. Just remember, we're here to assist with all the necessary preparations, and we can secure you great locum roles and permanent roles right across the UK.